Hey guys, I wanted to do a quick clip showing our booth setup. And we are one of the first booths when you walk in the door, so that's encouraging. That's the first booth over there, and then it's us. So, I have a few things on the wall, a few of my art pieces, some of my art.
Yeah, I was thinking originally, so I started making these.
Then I have my baby shoes, baby hats. And these are Dakota signs. So that's our setup. And there's lots of people here already. And it has not even started. I'll just kind of give a little slow turn. This tree right here is awesome. And there's also an upstairs, and then each shop on this road has places set up there also. So it's a great night, and I hope we have a good turnout. Hey yarn friends, welcome back to LlamaMamaKayla's Yarn Tube. Today I wanted to share with you about the art crawl that Dakota and I just participated in on Thursday night, December the 5th. And I'll tell you, when I started setting my camera up to record, Phoebe was over here just curled up in her blanket asleep. And when she saw me setting that camera up, she jumped up and ran over here to this end of my desk looking to see if our bags were down there. She getting a little too smart. She's going to think she needs to TREAT every time I record now. Oh, come on over here and lay down, Phoebe. Okay, come rest. Anyway, the art crawl was awesome. There was so many people there. So many, I got to see so many, art friends that I had lost contact with since I hadn't been doing art crawls and in the art world. And so it was great to see a lot of people. Now, I was just in one building, and so I didn't go down the roads or across the river to the other galleries to see art and stuff and mingle with people. So there was lots of people I did not get to see. But people who were in my building or people who came through the building I was in, I was so happy to see them and get to, say hi and get a little hug. And I did wear my sweater. I've been putting the sweater on just for, a few minutes every day just to do my videos. But, so that was the first time I've actually wore the sweater. And I got lots and lots of comments. Everybody loved the sweater and the llama. Don't chew that. Don't bite it. And it was just a great, fun night. It was lots of people, lots of things happening. There was food trucks, people with baked goods, just all kinds of different artists, whether they were paint, craft, some kind of paper craft, wire crafting, copper jewelry. My friend Laura Lee had copper jewelry there. My friend Misty had draw her ink drawings, and she also did some ink drawings and made them into coloring books. And so that was really awesome to see that. She had a nice little booth set up. And then Heidi had some art and some candles, and I ended up getting two of the candles I'll show you. And let's see who else. Aaron had stickers and buttons that he's made, and so there was just so many awesome things there. Heather dealt way down on the back had like a lot of tie-dye items and stuff. So it was really cool just to see everyone's, different things. The lady right behind me had pottery. Very beautiful, beautiful work. And so it was just so much to see. The building I was in is called the Rialto, and it used to be a very large antique store, but I guess they shut down or moved for some reason. I'm not sure on the details of that, but it was an empty building, and so the art people took it over, and it's a huge building, 2-story, and so there was tons of people upstairs that I did not even see, so because I could not go up those stairs. And so it was, like a lot of people, a lot of traffic coming through. Like I said, it was just good to see people. I made some new art friends, and so that was great. I did notice this, like, okay, when people would come, we had 2 spaces, so our booth was pretty large. And when people would walk by, I was there and I was crocheting the whole time, making scrunchies. And, I would say people, hey, how y'all doing? As they were walking by and stuff to draw their attention to our booth. Some people would say, hey, and just keep walking. Some people would stop and come in. Some people would just kind of glance and keep walking. So you never knew what people were going to do. I did notice this, that when people would come in and look, they didn't even look at price tags. Like, I had all my stuff tagged, every item tagged. I stayed up all night that Wednesday night and did that. Sorry, I stayed up and tagged every item, but people did not even look at price tags. They just didn't. And so some of the things, like the scrunchies, I did have a tag, like a little sign that said 3 for $5. Some things like that, I had little signs, but people didn't look at price tags. I don't know why. So I did sell some items, but I can't say that I didn't sell more because of my prices, because people didn't look at the prices. And I was trying to price things on the lower side because I wanted to sell items because I needed to make, some money if possible. But people just didn't look. I don't know what the deal was. I don't understand that. They would look at the items, but they never looked at price tags. And so, anyway, what I did sell was a ballet doll, an octopus. It was that big, fat, chunky octopus that had the 8 chunky legs that spread out. And then I sold 2 sets of scrunchies. I sold an elf balm. I sold one of my boob baby rattlers. And so when the lady picked that up, oh, Phoebe, I'm sorry. When the lady picked that up, she picked it up and looked at it and laughed. And so I said, shake it. And so she shook it, and she could hear that bell ringing in it, and she loved it. She has a grandbaby on the way, so she bought her grandbaby a boob rattle. And another guy had walked through, and he had picked him up and said something about the pumpkins. And I said, those aren't pumpkins. He never knew what they were. So anyway, I had a mama chicken and I think 5 or 6 baby chicks, and I had put them in a wire basket that I had that was made of chicken wire, and that sold. A guy had come and looked at it, and he left, and he came back, and he ended up FaceTiming someone and showing it to them, and then he bought it. I sold a excuse me. I sold a scarf that looked like a pencil with the eraser and all that on it, And then I sold C3PO, R2D2, and BB-8. all sold, and then a chubby bunny sold. So I was very pleased with that, and then Dakota sold signs. But I was very pleased with what I sold and how the night went and everything. It was great. It was a lot of fun. Like I said, it was just fun, being in that atmosphere again. Oh, Phoebe. She's tired. Phoebe, let me let you down for just a minute. Go lay in your bed. I'll show you these, what I bought from 2 different vendors there. Aaron was next to me, this guy, and he had some stickers and buttons. And so I bought, and I don't have these with me. I already showed them to you. But I bought 2 buttons and a sticker that he had just designed. And then another vendor that bought the R2D2 and C3PO and BB-8. I went over to talk with her at her booth, and she had lots of artwork and some candles and things like that. And so she had a set of 4 of these candles. It's St. Dorothy from the Golden Girls. And then here's St. Rose. And she had Blanche and Sophia also. But my best friend Angela, who I've spoke of several times before, she's been my best friend since 4th grade. On my ringtone, when she calls me, the ringtone I have her number set to is the Golden Girls theme song. And so I had to get these. And then I told Angela, I said, so out of Dorothy and Rose, who would you pick that you like the most? And she picked Dorothy. And that's great because Angela's serious. And I like Rose. I love Rose. I just love all the things she says. And so this is what I do on a daily basis. I say the most absurd, crazy things just to get a rile out of my kids. Like, I just say the most off-the-wall, crazy things. Like, things I know it's not true. I know that, that's not what's happening. But I just kind of make it up and say that. And my kids are just like... So I thought Rose was perfect for me. And a good example of that is the other day I had this thing of candy that was just, it was a bunch of different boxes of candy from Dollar Tree dumped in it, like Runts, Gobstoppers, Spree, kind of candies like that, and they were just all dumped in this little bowl dish together. And so it was all eaten except there were some green ones left. And so I ate a green one, and I said, I don't like these. And then Elijah said, why are you eating them? I said, well, because on the radio they said we need to eat more green stuff to be healthy. And he just turned around and walked off. I say things like that all the time. Like every day, I try to get as many as I can get in a day of just nonsense things, just to get a rile from them. If they remember anything from me when I'm gone, they'll remember all that. But anyway, so it was a fun night. I am talking with Dakota, trying to figure out what we could do differently for, if we do something like this again. No. We had our booth, as you walk down the aisle, our booth, and then it was a little table at the front, which had Dakota signs on it. So sometimes people just walk by. They did not look into the booth. They would just look at this little table of Dakota signs, which was, fun and great too. I wanted him to sell. But, I did also want him to notice everything else. But some people just never looked. Now, if I didn't hear this at least 30, 40 times, every person who walked into our booth said, you made all this? You created all this? Just, I got questioned about that over and over all night long, if I made all that stuff. And I'm just like, yes. it was kind of funny, like I told Dakota, I said, yes, as somebody had said it and then they left, I said, yes, I made all this. Them lazy dogs at home will not help. But, so we were thinking, that, in the future, we need to have our stuff like in the walkway because people may not walk into your booth. So I don't know. I don't know because, we had like a 10 by 10, so everything was like just 10 feet back. But we had tables, we had like in a U so they could walk up and see everything. But if we put everything out to the front, they wouldn't be able to. It would be like a lot of wasted space there. They wouldn't be able to walk in. So I'm not sure exactly what we should do to change that. But it was totally worth it. I was dead tired when we left and so very thirsty. The only thing they had to drink there was hot apple cider, and it was pretty warm in the building. I did not want anything hot. My mouth was dry, super dry, but I did not want to drink anything hot. I wanted some cool iced tea. So anyway, it was so fun, so worth it. I'm so glad that we did it and participated. And the ladies who put it on, they put a lot of hard work into organizing. Okay, baby. Into organizing all that, and I thanked them over and over, and gave them hats. So anyway, I hope they do that again, but may not do that again until next December to allow makers. Now, they have art crawl, I think every 3 months. There's art crawl, the first Thursday of the month, every 3 months. And so I could participate in that if I went back to doing some art, but I don't see me doing like a ton of art to go do an art crawl. Because then I wouldn't be able to, I know, baby, I wouldn't be able to play with my yarn. So anyway, it was just a total lot of fun. Very, very worth it. Phoebe loves the way this feels. This is a soft, furry feel, and she just loves the way that part feels. All right, guys, I'm going to let you get going, and I will talk to you all again very soon. Thanks for watching.